Welcome back to the Prepared School Psych podcast. In today's episode, I am chatting with Dr. Amy Smith. Amy is a credentialed school psychologist, licensed educational psychologist with over 20 years of experience working in both the Santa Barbara and Ventura counties of California. In addition, Amy is a diplomat of the American Board of School Neuropsychology and is the current president of the Ventura County Association of School Psychologists, better known as VCASP. I am so honored to have you here, Amy. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here as well.
Big question we always start off with. What is your favorite TV show that you are watching right now?
This was kind of a hard question to think about because TV tends to be my therapy when I have the time to watch it. But the one I've been kind of binging on right now is the fourth season of Only Murders in the Building. I think I
Okay.
really like this. It's suspenseful yet lighthearted.
I love that. I have not watched the latest season. I was waiting for them all to drop so we can watch them all in a row.
Yeah.
As I've mentioned in previous podcast episodes, in California, different regions within the state have affiliates with our larger state association. Amy, your role is president of VCAS. How would you describe the association's impact on school psychology in the Ventura County area?
Yeah, it creates a sense of community among school psychologists. Like we offer workshops, we provide opportunities for get-togethers, we have happy hours once in a while. And I really just think facilitating that networking is really builds that sense of community across the county.
That is wonderful. At what point in your school psych journey did you become involved with VCAS and what motivated you to take on a leadership role?
At the time, I'd been working as a school psychologist in the Santa Barbara South, probably for about 11 years. A good friend and colleague of mine had joined VCASP, and she was like encouraging me, just come to a board meeting, see what we're all about. And I did, and I made really good connections with a lot of the board members. And I really felt like this was something that I was really missing in my journey. And I really wanted this type of community in my professional career. So it was really back, I think, in 2015. I was invited to be the hospitality chair, which is the one who brings the snacks. Really, really important job. But then I quickly, in the next few years, became secretary and then ran for president elect and kind of just dove into that position. I think most affiliates have you are president elect a year, president a year, and past president a year. So it's really 3 years of service that you're called to do. And I think my motivation really stemmed from watching my colleagues do that hard work and bring these workshops. And I just felt like I wanted to be a bigger part of that and I wanted to serve more. So I just dove in.
Awesome. Well, how has being involved in your affiliate shaped your career?
So I think it really helped me gain a stronger foundation of knowledge. Part of being that president-elect and president at times is you're the person that's looking for the presenters. You're the person that's finding the dates, finding the space, and being that much involved really kind of made me want to be at all of those trainings. So I think it really helped me gain that knowledge and want to constantly learn. And also, I think just sitting around a table with a group of other psychologists and talking about things, you just gained so much knowledge and you really improve in yourself by learning from others.
Well, we all know being a school psychologist, it can be very time consuming. So, how do you make the time to volunteer for your affiliate?
A hard question. I think we all know as school psychologists, a couple of the keys to success are really organization and sticking to timelines. I think that's really helpful. But I think the beauty of being on a board and being with other members is that we have certain assigned duties, we have certain titles and roles, but really we all chip in to make things happen. Like no one person is doing everything. I'm just so confident that if I need help, someone's going to help me on the board or likewise. And I think that really is helpful in finding that time to do everything that needs to get done.
Why is being part of the affiliate important to you? And what would you say to someone considering joining their local affiliate?
I think as school psychologists, we sometimes feel like we're stuck on this hamster wheel of conduct the assessment, write the report, attend the IEP, rinse and repeat. It's like we just get so stuck in that. I think being a part of VCAS or even any affiliate gives you a chance to see the bigger picture, see what's really happening in the community so you don't feel like you're just stuck in this one role. It also gives us a space to commiserate with our colleagues, which is really fun at times and needful at times. But at the same time, we can be there to affirm each other and build each other up. Being able to celebrate other successes while helping others, that's really important to me. I would say to someone considering joining their affiliate to kind of jump in, kind of attend a board meeting, share your strengths, see if there's a job for you. I think many people don't want to get involved because they're intimidated that they might have to take on that bigger role, but there's a lot of small duties, there's a lot of small tasks that are kind of done in the background that there's room for anyone to be involved, really.
I love that. You mentioned professional development. How does the affiliate determine which workshop topics your members are interested in?
This is really the most fun part of being on the board. We collaborate a lot on what are the trends and topics, what are the hot topics, what new legislation is out there that may need to be addressed through a workshop. We also send out a survey to our members once a year to ask them what they're interested in, but also really logistics, like who is available, what presenters can we find, and even where is space available. So it's a lot that goes into it. It's a lot of collaboration and discussion throughout the year.
Are there any trainings in 2025 that you want to highlight?
Of course. Well, Jenny, for you, one. So we do have Jenny coming in January to talk about ADHD and executive function. So thank you for that. We also have a workshop in March on best practices in manifest determination and mental health, and that's with Gina Beeman and Michael Jimbona. And in May, we are welcoming back Wes Parsons from F3 Legal. He comes once a year so graciously for us and gives a legal update, and that's always a great workshop to attend. And all this information can be found on our website, vcasp.org.
And we will make sure to add that website link to the show notes. So if anyone is interested in looking, I know that not everyone is local to the Ventura County area, but some of the upcoming trainings are virtual and therefore anyone can attend. Well, reflecting back to when you started in this field, what advice would you give to someone who's just starting their journey as a school psychologist?
Yeah, well, back in 2004, I started at a middle school and I was part-time 25%, and I was the only psychologist at the school. So I can say I did feel a little bit lost, but I had an amazing special education teacher that I worked with that just was so knowledgeable and helped me connect with other school psychologists and was really patient with me. I would say find someone to mentor you. Don't be afraid to ask questions, reach out. You're not going to know everything. Even me, as a seasoned psychologist, I don't know everything. I ask questions. I attend workshops because we're always learning. Also, become a member of your local affiliate. That's a great way to find people to ask questions and attend as many workshops as you can. Also, I heard there's something called the Prepared School Psychologist Community. That would be a
Oh,
great place to start. There's a lot of classes and tons of resources. So start there.
yay. Thank you for that shout out there.
Sure.
Also, thinking about our listeners who are newer to the field, who might be interested in improving their leadership skills, what advice would you give to someone?
Yeah, I would say find your local affiliate, reach out to a board member, ask about their philosophy. What do they do? What kind of workshops do they support? Attend a meeting. If you feel comfortable, stay, take on a light position, take on a task, be helpful. And as your knowledge grows and increases, take on a bigger role, carve out the time and do it. It's very rewarding.
Is there anything else that you'd like to share or promote about the affiliate?
If you live in Ventura County or even close by, come be a part of our team. Like we're just a fun group of individuals who want to support our profession. We want to bring a brighter light into our workspace by having the knowledge to enact that positive change that I know we can do. If you have any questions about what it's like, if you don't want to attend a board meeting, you just want to learn a little bit more, you can always email me. I'm happy to answer any questions about what it's like to be on an affiliate.
This podcast is called The Prepared School Psychologist. When you think of that term, what does your affiliate do to help psychologists feel more prepared in their roles?
I think our profession is always changing. I think you and I both have been in this for over 20 years, and I think you could write a podcast on the evolution of the job we call school psychologist based on all the changes that have happened. But the reality is we know so much more about the brain even now and how it processes information than we did even 5 or 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So I believe the affiliates play a huge role in helping our psychologists stay current with new research, current with new assessment tools that are always changing and updating, and new ones are coming into play, current with legal updates. Also helping to establish a community where you can feel supported and ready to do your job successfully, but also to find joy in our job because our jobs are not always easy.
I want to say thank you so much, Amy, for being a part of the podcast and for sharing all of the information with all of our listeners. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Well, this concludes another episode of the Prepared School Psych Podcast, maintaining a state of preparedness and a commitment to ongoing professional development is key to excellence in our field. Stay tuned for future episodes and remember to subscribe for valuable insights delivered directly to you. Until next time, everyone, have a great rest of your day. That concludes another episode of the Prepared School Psych Podcast. And I hope today's discussion equipped you not just with knowledge, but also the confidence to take action. Remember, every conversation we have and every resource we share builds a bridge towards a more inclusive and empowering learning landscape for our students. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe to the podcast for more insightful conversations and resources to support your journey. Share this podcast with colleagues. We would love it if you would also rate and review the podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Just a reminder, everyone, the information and advice provided in this podcast are for guidance purposes only, and all listeners are required to follow both federal and state law and their own school district guidelines and policies. Thank you.